Hey guys, it's the Proper Punda here, and I'm going to be reacting to Saturday's games. And well, let's start. Let's start with Nottingham Forest versus Man City. And honestly, if you're shocked at what happened in this game, you've just not been paying attention at all this season. Because, Man City, this game was always going to go one way. And the thing that's actually surprising was that Nottingham Forest didn't actually, cause more problems against their defense. But they had that chance against that defense and they took it. Well, Ederson really helped them out because the goal by Callum Hudson Odoi should never let that go through. Should never let that. I don't know what he's doing. How is that? How is that? How do you let the ball just sneak past you like that? It's a poor mistake. Not a good week for him, especially because of how Allison played against PSG. Not looking good for him when it comes to playing for Brazil. Ederson, just poor. Just poor. Very poor. And Man City offered nothing. Bernardo Silva, 0 out of 10 performance. And I've been saying this the entire season. Everyone was talking about Gundogan and Walker being poor. And they were very poor. But Bernardo Silva has been rubbish as well. And he's been escaping the criticism every time. No one ever talks about him. Like his PR is crazy. No one talks about Bernardo Silva despite the horrendous season he's having. And it's ridiculous. He needs to be called out for it because he does nothing on the pitch. Absolutely nothing. No creativity, no legs in the midfield. He just does nothing. And Pep needs to be criticized for playing him because what's the point? There's no point in playing Bernardo Silva in 2025. And City's just it wasn't like the wingers Savinho and Doku locked up. Nico Williams and Olaina, brilliant, just brilliant. Mario Mirlankovic. What else needs to be said? These two are just they're top quality center backs, top quality. And Matt Sells didn't have to do anything today because of how good his defense was. And Alanga, as in this game, I actually felt Alanga played pretty poorly. But Hudson Odoi, solid game by him, and he got the goal. Chris Wood wasn't that great, but Gibbs White was brilliant. Gibbs White was exceptional. The ball he played to Callum Hudson Odoi for his goal. Wow. Just wow. And Nottingham Forest, they deserved a win. They just defended because they're like, yeah, you can come after us. We know you're not gonna do anything with the ball, so yeah, you can come after us. We'll just hit you on the break. That's exactly what they did, and that's exactly what they try to do against Arsenal. But Arsenal actually have defenders that can deal with the counterattack. Man City don't, and that's why they lost this game today. And Nottingham Forest are 4 points clear of Man City. They're 4 points clear, and they play the same amount of games. If you still think Nottingham Forest are going to drop off this season, like drop off to the extent of no kind of okay, I don't think people think they're not going to get Europe. Some people actually think that, but those people are delusional. But everyone keeps saying they'll drop off, they'll drop off. There's been no indication that they're going to drop off. No indication. And things are just looking good for Nottingham Forest. Man City, it's not looking good, but they can. The thing is, with City, their fixtures are actually kind of decent. They are still yet to play Leicester, Southampton, Wolves. All those teams that are on the bottom. They yet to play them, so the fixtures are actually in Man City's favor. But the performances are just not good enough. It's really not good enough. I've completely forgotten about a player who might have even been worse than Bernardo Silva and Doku and Savinho. Phil Foden. What a disaster of a season. He's just been poor. Consistently poor. Poor for England, poor for club now. Just a rotten season. I don't know what's happened to him. He only has himself to blame. It's just been a disaster, and he needs to see the bench. City should be playing Marmoush right now. Marmoush should be the one playing because Phil Foden is not up to it right now. He's just not. He's just not up to it at this current moment, and he needs to sit on the bench for the team's good and for his own good because it's getting sad to see his confidence looks gone, completely gone. He's not trying to do anything anymore. Like we're looking at Cole Palmer right now. It's clear that his confidence is taking a hit, but Cole Palmer is still trying to do things. He's still trying to make things happen. But Phil Foden is not even trying. He's not doing anything. He's just like Bernardo. He's not doing anything. And he needs to sit on the bench. He really needs to. And yeah, Forest overall they deserve to win. On to the next game, Brighton versus Fulham. Very, very, very even game. I predicted Fulham to win. I was wrong. It was a tough prediction. Like it could have gone any way. And Brighton, they got the win. Did they deserve it? They didn't. That game was the definition of a just an equal game. Just equal. These two teams right now, they're equals, okay? Brighton won at the very last moment thanks to the penalty they got. Yeah, this no team like that game should have like if it was fair, it would be a draw. But look, football's not like that, is it? But yeah, it was just so even. Like it was so even, and it was a good watch. Okay, it may have not had that much goals, but it was a very very like it was a good watch, and I enjoyed the game. Good for Brian. They're now the level on points of Chelsea. They can seriously do something this season. Okay, ever since they lost 7-0, Brighton have turned the corner, and Herzler, he's done something, and that thing he did is working out very, very well. And I'm happy for Brian. I'm predicting them to win the FA Cup. I'm hoping they can do it. It'll be nice to see. But yeah, good for them. And Fulham, unlucky. Games like that happen. Just keep doing what they're doing. They're doing well this season as well. So there's nothing more to say really. And for the other games, Palace beat Ipswich. Not surprising. Uh, Liverpool beat Southampton. What was surprising was that Southampton, like, they were ahead at halftime. And Darwin Nunez is lucky. I don't know what could have happened that made you so rattled. You're playing the team that's bottom of the table. Whoever is rattling you that much, like you should not be acting like. Why are you so rattled? Okay, someone said something to you. This Southampton are 20th place. Your team is number one. They can't talk to you. Why are you getting so rattled? This guy, his temper, it's ridiculous. You need to calm down, man. Like he almost let his team down today. He should have been sent off because John McGinn last season did something very similar, and he got a straight red. Nunez should have gone a straight red. He got very lucky. And in this game, Liverpool they came back. I didn't watch the game, but I mean, why would I? Why? It's like it was always going to go one way. Liverpool won, 3-1, two Salah penalties. He now has 27 goals and 17 assists at the age of 32 as a winger. Respect, respect, respect. Crazy statistics. Crazy statistics. Wow. Fair play, Mo Salah. Fair play. And Liverpool got the win. The title's done. There's nothing more that needs to be said. The title race is done, okay? The things you should be looking forward to this season is the race for Europe because relegation is done. The title race is done. And yeah. Villa beat Brentford and Very, very important win. They needed the 3 points desperately and they got it. So they're still in the race for Europe. And the other game was Wolves Everton. No way I was watching this game. It was a draw. Both teams will be safe. Nothing more needs to be said. Anyways, that's the end of the video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.